When I was younger, my dad would give me $10. Like if I was going out with my friends, like for dinner, I'd like, Dad, can I have some money to get dinner later when I'm out doing my thing? He's like, sure. And he could give me a 10. And I know that like I could go to McDonald's, Burger King, like any of those places and get like a meal, a value meal or something and be okay. And like today I don't, yeah, exactly. To go to, buy some herb or something. Like today, that would not be the case. Like, I don't even know what a combo costs, but I don't think $10 would cover it.
No, it won't. It would not. Actually,
that's terrible.
That is,
and to have to get that for a family, to have to take your family out to fast food
the other day for the family, right?
Oh my God, I want to know. Just for me and Ash, bro, it's crazy.
No. Listen. Taco Bell. You remember you get that deal, 10 tacos,
the box, yeah,
the box, 10
Party
tacos
box,
for like $10,
sure,
right? Something like that. That was like the
something
deal.
Reasonable, yeah.
Right. So I thought that. I was like, let me get something for the family, 10 for 10 box or whatever. It might be a little bit more.
Sure.
So I asked him, I was like, oh, do you have the 10 taco? Oh, no, we don't have that. Oh, well then can I just have
10 tacos?
10 tacos? Yeah. And then I was just like, let me get 5 regular, 5 Supreme,
Oh, the Supreme.
I know.
That's what.
I mean, all of it still.
Yeah.
The whole shit came out to $25.
Damn. Might as well went to Old Pueblo and just got some fucking tacos.
I was exactly what I thought was, man, fuck these kids, man. I should have just got some shit for myself. You know why? Because I got home. My son took one bite. He was like, I don't like it.
Yo.
My daughter didn't even touch it. It just stood on the plate. Actually, a fly landed on it. And she's like, yeah. And I tossed it out.
Yeah.
And then my girl, she ain't eating none either. It was just me.
$25 for just your tacos.
Just me. The next day, my girl had 2.
Ooh.
That was the next
like
day.
Reheated Taco Bell taco? Yeah. I can't do that.
I wasn't mad at that because I paid $25
at least she ate them shits. But like I'm like she warmed the microwave lettuce, bro. No, thank you.
Yeah,
that's ballsy.
I know.
Props.
Yeah. I mean, I ate it too because I paid $25.
He's like, I'm a suffer, just crying through the soggy lettuce.
I ate like 4 the night of.
Like, we having breakfast tacos. We having lunch tacos the next day.
Bro.
Everybody eating tacos.
Everybody eating fucking tacos. Fuck. All right, let's start this show.
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 126 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
Unfortunately, no. But we're still
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
You know what? We still
I thought you were going to skip that.
We still deserve a crowd. Rejoice, bitches.
Facts.
In celebration for Jonni
and his lovely family. Yeah. I heard Johnny's pregnant. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a shit ton of beer in there.
Yeah, that's facts. Beer and tacos.
Beer
that's
babies.
what he's that's what he's pregnant with. And pernil.
Beer, tacos, and pernil. What a combo. But I'd fuck with it.
Hell yeah. That's why he's my man's.
Oh, man. Now I want some pernil, bro. You haven't even had pernil, bro.
Nah, I just know what y'all tell me. That is
you
fire.
You have that. Much better than pulled pork. We already went on that.
We could do a whole episode on pulled pork and the meats that I love.
We just gotta pause. We just gotta go eat, bro.
That was like that chill pause or just pause.
Yeah, pause. We ain't gotta make a big deal out of it.
Just pause real quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's enough to let you know, like, yo, we ain't making a big deal, but it's a friendly, like,
pause.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know what you said was sus. Real calm, like.
No glizzies. No glizzies.
I don't know. You might want some glizzies.
Nah, I'm fucking glizzies. Not for real. I don't even eat hot dogs. That shit's just gross.
Nah, I fuck with glizzies.
I know.
Hot dogs.
I know. I caught you.
They're good.
About corn dogs. Eat corn dogs.
Corn dogs. Yeah.
I was at a spot in the city, like just a little like beer spot, and I was with a bunch of people. I was like, what's everyone eating? Like, I had never been there. I wanted to know how the wings were, and I was hoping somebody had crushed some wings and could be like, yo, they're fire. but everybody was ordering a fucking corn dog. And I was like, that's the grossest shit I've ever heard, first of all. And what the fuck, dude? Like, so I ended up just getting chicken fingers because I saw somebody eating chicken fingers and they were covered in buffalo sauce and they looked fire, and they were fire. So I'm glad I went with that, but I don't understand the obsession with corn dogs, especially. I mean, hot dogs by themselves, gross, but corn dog,
It's got to be something that when they were younger,
yeah, like
there's a nostalgia.
those
to it.
kids' cuisine meals. You remember the corn dog one? I feel like my mom used to buy those for me.
never-
Had the little penguin on the box. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Came
The
with
only
a
thing
sticker
that's
and
close
shit.
to it that we get for the kids every now and again, and they are pretty good. It's like a breakfast one.
Oh, with
where
the pancake and the sausage.
Yeah, sausage
Yeah.
in the center, and it's a pancake, and
that's-
it tastes like syrup. It has the syrup flavor. So, but it's
I guess
the
it's similar.
the corn shit.
It's
that
the
I don't
sweet,
like.
salty sort of.
Yeah, but
mix.
for some reason, I'm a big sweet salty guy.
Yeah.
But for corn dogs, nah,
Yeah, I don't know.
never been a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen those new ones that they have now? They're like they're like
Corn dog 2
massive.
dropped and I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, the year 2000 corn dog.
Oh shit.
It looks like it's like a corn dog, but it has like they add potatoes around it. then they
Oh, like
deep fry
fries. It looks like there's like almost like home fries
Yeah,
stuck
yeah,
around
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's like an Asian thing. I don't know. It's like that's like a street food
I'm
in
seeing-
some
I'm seeing it more and
Asian
more now.
culture. But yeah, no, I've definitely seen those. And like if it wasn't a hot dog inside of there, like just an
don't know
Italian
if it is.
sausage or
I
something.
don't know
I'm
if
pretty
it
sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a hot.
More than
I
likely.
can't. I would get pissed, but like it looks bomb, bro. Like it looks like they got ketchup on it. I just put some hot sauce on there. It'd be
the only
fire.
hot dogs though I fuck with is beef.
Beef hot dogs. Okay.
hot dogs, yeah.
So no Zweigels? You're not fucking with Zweigels? That's everyone's shit around.
I mean, if it's at a party and that's all they I'm a burger guy.
yeah, same.
I'm a burger guy.
Same.
So it doesn't matter what fucking hot dog they have. I'm not.
If there's
not
burgers,
gonna
I'm
get-
fucking with
if they're
burgers.
burgers, yeah, I'm getting burgers.
Or what about Italian sausage?
I fuck with Italian sausage.
Would you
It's
get
good.
that over a hot dog?
Yeah.
Over a burger?
No. I'm a
Facts.
burger guy.
Yeah, same. Same.
I'm a burger guy. So, yeah, I wouldn't. That's the only time I would do a Zweigels.
Mm-hmm.
But I do prefer them over like Sprat or any of the other.
Yeah,
brands. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Especially
them-
like the
they're
street
just-
dogs in New York
trash.
City. I'm not eating any of those.
bro.
That's
Them
so
shits
gross.
are so small
so-
and like you pay mad money for like the small ass thin ass hot dog. Not like nah.
Have you eaten from those carts before?
Yeah.
Those, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they good?
In New York,
Yeah.
depends on which one. You go to.
How do you know?
Like,
How do you
I
know?
wouldn't,
like,
like,
is it
from-
where it is? Is it based on location? Like,
It's where you are, what's available to you, and how much time you have. Because if you have time to sit down at a restaurant, obviously you go to any hole in the wall, you're gonna find some bomb ass shit, whatever. But if you're on the go and it's right there and you're hungry, you're gonna grab it, you're gonna go, you're gonna munch on it and bounce. So I've had like the hot dogs out there, but they're just like these small things. And I don't, they're not even expensive. It's probably like $1 and it's
Damn.
worth $1. You know what I mean?
scoop
But-
those up for the family on the way home. Be like, hey, we got some hot dogs for everybody.
But mainly if you see like a Euro truck or
Euro
some shit
truck.
like that,
Yeah.
that's what you want to focus.
Oh, that's fire. Okay.
Yeah, those are
those
good.
always smell the weirdest when I walk by them. I'm just like, I wonder
'cause
what that is.
They have that little
Little
what's that
thing
shit
that they
called?
shave
Yeah.
the
the shit that's just
the
spinning.
shawarma.
Yeah,
they have the
shit that
shawarma. I
they're
don't know, but
spinning.
that stuff. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
they really have that.
They have
where
that
it's,
shit,
they
yeah.
they shave
cut
that
it up
shit
for
off.
you, they shave it off for
I
you.
see those videos on Instagram all
Yeah,
the time,
yeah,
but like,
fire.
I don't know if I'd fuck with it or not.
Nah,
they
I
put the
fuck
weird
with Euros,
sauces
man.
on there. I don't know if I.
Euro trucks.
I don't know.
That I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the tzatziki sauce.
Zeke, yeah,
that
it's like a TZ. It's a weird, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
sauce.
cucumber Greek.
Fucking great. It's like a cucumber yogurt kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
it does sound good.
All right, homie. You know what time it is.
All right, we're gonna start off a little light.
Okay.
Would you kill a random hobo to fuck Kate Upton? That's not light. I was just playing.
Oh man.
You don't got a girl either. It's not like, oh, I don't know, my girl will fuck around with that.
No.
Like,
That's not what
ah,
I'm
she
thinking
ain't know
about.
that.
No,
That's
these
not
are
what I'm
hypothetical
thinking.
questions.
That's not what I think about it all.
Who am I, Johnny?
Right? Nah, I love my wife. I ain't fucking Kate
He's
Upton
like,
or
you
killing
know-
a hobo.
I'd kill a hobo to fuck my
I'd
wife.
fuck hobo to kill my wife. That's what the chick said. Like, all right, dude, I guess.
Bullshit.
I don't know if you got to do all that. You could probably just bang the hobo.
Nah, I just wanted to fuck a hobo.
Like, word. All right. They're probably down. Just throw them a couple bucks.
Yeah. Oh, man. To fuck Kate Upton,
Yeah.
I would have to say no.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, to murder another human being. To be honest, so 57% of the Barstool responses said
Was no.
yes, they
Oh,
would
said
indeed
yes.
kill a hobo.
I have to be
bang
reminded
Kate Upton.
what Kate Upton looks like. I know.
Yeah,
I know
no,
she's.
cool.
I know she's hot.
Oh, she's hot. She's a little thicker too. She's not like the twig.
Oh
Skinny.
yeah, for sure. You know, she's fire.
Yeah.
But still, no.
Married to Justin Verlander, MLB pitcher. Doesn't deserve her, but
You see the difference in this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then for some reason, there's a huge difference for me in where'd the picture go? In this, like, she doesn't look that hot to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was from a movie. Oddly enough, I feel like
Sure,
because she was.
but-
It's weird though, right? That she wouldn't look as hot. But like, if you remember,
No, but she's a
she's a
gross.
smoke show. Do you remember the fappening?
The fappening.
The fappening. The fappening was a mass celebrity nude leak from like
Yeah, I do
probably
actually
early
remember that.
2010s or so.
Sure.
And then there was multiple of them. She was one of the chicks that was part of the fappening. And I mean, it's got me thinking twice about strangling a hobo or two. Like,
It's got you thinking twice.
you never know. I guess it depends on the way that you kill the hobo. Like, because to strangle a hobo
It's
is
up to you.
that's tough. Like, it would have to be something quick. It'd have to be just like 2 shots, back of the head, done. Can't think about it. But like, if I really had to get in there with a knife or my hands and kill a hobo, that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could go through with that. I don't know if I have the balls to
Really, what it comes down to is
just to
is
bang Kate Upton.
Is she worth jail time? Possible jail time.
Nah, no one's gonna send you to jail for killing a hobo. You'll be good.
Oh, okay, Joe Rogan.
It's just a hobo. If you're in San Francisco, they're trying so hard to get rid of all the homeless people. They would welcome it. They'd give you the key to the city.
Yeah, no hobo. That's their slogan.
Literally, they put like spikes on their sidewalks and shit.
I've been
Oh
there.
yeah, no,
it's wild.
that's crazy. Like the lengths that they go to stop just poor people from sleeping on the street, dude.
No, man, I am not. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you just keep looking at that one picture.
No,
That's why you're like,
I mean, she's hot.
I'm gonna go
She's
hobo.
hot. I don't know if there's any
Yeah.
female on earth that I would kill someone to bang her, like
Just a hobo.
just to say, yeah, I fucked Kate Upton.
What if it was a hobo that was really sick?
Nobody's gonna believe
he
you
was
anyway.
coughing, spitting up blood. You knew he didn't have long, and you just plugged his nose and just put him out of his misery while he gargled and strangled. You're like, oh, I don't know, dude. It's pretty dark. I don't know if I could do
You
that.
mean like euthanasia?
Yeah. Like you're doing him
had
a
to.
favor at that point. Like you're help. He's like, please. He's begging you. Please kill me and smash Kate Upton. And you're like, all right, dude. You just go in and fucking strangle the fucking shit out of him. You asked for this. You asked for this.
I did.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I
I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna strangle him.
No, at the end of the day, again,
Right.
I don't think there's any
Very
woman
attractive woman.
on earth that's worth me killing someone to fuck her.
What about your girl? She's like, if you don't kill this hobo, we're done.
Yeah, I mean,
All right then. I ain't killing
it's
this hobo.
Like, you put it in the wrong context, right? Like if my girl's life was threatened or some shit, and I had to kill a hobo
Right.
in order to save
I
her.
mean, obviously you're
Yeah,
gonna jump in and kill the
absolutely.
hobo. But if it was just a request, like
But if she's it's
gave
not
you
even
the
a
Jada
request.
look, she's
she
like,
came up to me
you
and
need
was
to
just
kill
like,
this
"Yo,
hobo real
you
quick."
need to kill this motherfucker right now, or we are through." I'm like, "Well, I guess we're fucking through." Like, she
That's
wouldn't
fair.
kill somebody to stay with
yeah.
me. I know that's for a fact. And I ain't about
That's
to
fair.
play that game.
No murder. No. Okay. Those both are very reasonable answers. I don't think that we're out of line either way.
No.
Okay. No hobos. That's fair. Kate Upton, very sexy.
Very sexy, yes. Kate Upton,
Okay.
your smoke
A
show.
little less serious now. Who has the easier job? Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny?
Fuck. Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
So Santa has to deliver all the presents. He has to go to all the kids' houses,
Sure.
go down their chimneys, what have you, put the presents under the tree, crush his cookies, drink his milk, and he's out. He's on to the next crib. He doesn't make his toys. The elves make his toys.
Yeah.
So really, aside from that one night, he's really not doing a whole fuck ton throughout the year for the most part, right?
So what is the Easter Bunny
The
doing?
Easter Bunny, however, and now I don't know, there's no like little helpers for the Easter Bunny that where they get the candy from. So I'm assuming he's just buying this candy in bulk.
If we go by the movie Hop,
Yeah, what are they doing? I don't think I saw Hop.
They had a whole factory of like little chickens that would help them.
So he does have his own sort of elves.
In that movie, yeah.
Okay. So let's say he also has helpers to help him with the goodies.
Yeah.
The only thing is the Easter Bunny has to take time to hide shit when he goes to all the cribs. Santa can just drop down chimney, flop the fucking presents under the tree, and he's on to the next crib. The Easter Bunny, he's hiding fucking eggs, he's hiding baskets, and probably even munching carrots.
So I can't understand which side you're.
I'm on the Easter Bunny. I feel like the Easter Bunny is going because I mean Santa has it pretty easy, bro.
He's fat.
He's
a fat man.
He's a hefty
He's
dude.
a hefty guy.
But he goes hard one night a year.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
And the Easter Bunny,
And really, if you think about it, the reindeer go through more of that. He's just sitting in a sleigh. He gets off his fat ass, goes down the chimney, drops it, eats some cookies. He's just eating cookies.
he's just eating cookies.
You're right.
He's just eating cookies.
Yeah.
And the Easter Bunny is, I mean, when he's not doing Easter shit, probably just fucking because that's what bunnies do.
Yeah, just
So
growing his army.
Easter Bunny, definitely IMO.
Has an easier life. Yeah.
I think he has it harder.
He has it harder.
Because he's got to hide the present, at least for
That's
like
true.
the,
Okay.
the majority of his big day.
We know Mrs. Claus ain't fucking.
No, and she ain't doing shit. What is Miss Claus doing, by the way?
Nothing. Has his meals ready when he comes home.
That's it.
Yeah. After he's bossing around these little
Elves,
yeah. I was gonna
Little
say
people?
Little people, yeah.
that too.
Little elves. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
There's no.
Make sure my meals are done.
Yep.
They're set. Make sure I have my milk because we all know he fucking loves milk. Damn.
How much would you dread that one night though? Like if you were saying like, oh fuck, Christmas is coming, I'm just gonna be a bitch, dude. You gotta go.
Cold and
Did you
shit.
have a chimney when you were like a fireplace when you were growing, like when you were a
One
kid
of the
when you
houses
were?
that I lived at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
one of 'em.
did your parents, like when you were really little and you believed in Santa, did you have a chimney then in a fireplace? Like for Santa to come down and bring you your presents?
Probably not. No.
No. So I didn't either. In fact, I never had a fireplace until like I bought a house as an adult. So like when I was a kid, I would be like, I'd be kind of nervous, like at Christmas time, that like I don't have a chimney for Santa to come down and bring me my shit. And my dad tells me, he's like, oh, don't worry about it, dude. He's like, Santa, he like shrinks himself down really
shit, he's
tiny.
Ant-Man.
And he like jumps in like the heating vents and shit and like goes through the heating vents to get into the crib. Nice. And like that made me feel better. I was like, oh, all right, straight. I'm getting my presents now. Like I'm good. But like it was a serious concern of mine. I was like, Mom, Dad, we don't We don't have a chimney or a fireplace. Like, how's Santa gonna, like, as soon as I could comprehend how he's supposed to get into your crib.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't worry. He shrinks himself down really tiny.
My ex, her father, he's a weird dude, man. Very strange dude. Very, like, overprotective of the family kind of thing. Old school guy. But he did one thing that I thought was pretty clever for his ass.
What's that?
So she told me that growing up, he would, because they didn't have a chimney in her house that she grew up in, they still live in and whatnot. So he would like come up with different ways to reinforce like the main entrance and stuff, saying like he's not getting into this fucking house. Yeah. You know, but do it that way. And then so he would like reinforce the front door. You know, just to like find ways to just like blockade
like
it,
barricading
barricade it
and
and stuff. And then the next day, the house wasn't, you know, looked like nothing.
Was
whatever.
Fine, everything was
they
in place.
They opened the barricade. They move all the stuff, and then he just left the presents in like the hallway or some shit. Damn. And I was like,
"That's pretty
all
cheap."
That was
you gonna steal that someday? Or you gonna?
That's pretty good.
Nah, he's like, that's too much work.
Nah, we just don't explain it. We magically.
What do you do? I've never been on the parent side.
We do all of the. So even for St. Patrick's Day, they get candy. My girl does this whole thing where the leprechaun got into the house. She puts like green food dye in the toilet and stuff to say like he took a piss in there and it's green.
It's green.
Yeah,
I didn't know that he has.
Or like because he plays tricks on you kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
he's a prankster. He's a prankster.
He's a prankster. She did the green food coloring in the milk.
Yeah.
You know,
everything's
and
green.
I was like,
and you're like, yo, and now we got to drink green milk for the next fucking week. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. I was like, babe. So by your logic, are you telling me you telling the kids that he pissed in the milk?
He pissed in the milk. What if there's just a big green shit in the toilet? Like he left a big green. I don't even know what you would use. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Like, yo,
babe, give me the food coloring. For what? Don't worry about it.
Is it St. Patrick or is it a leprechaun? It's a leprechaun. Okay.
It's a leprechaun. And then and then he leaves candy. But
what kind of candies?
Xander. Yeah. He just turned 6. But
is he wising up to it?
So this year, right? She was saying that the leprechaun poops candy, right? And so there's candy everywhere. But she said it was a specific candy that that he poops that or whatever.
Okay.
So there was the candy was spread around with other candy and stuff, right? And then there was that candy was on our table with other candy mixed in. And he would not touch it. I think it was like Skittles or some shit.
That's fair.
Yeah. He would not touch it. He's
like, am I supposed to eat
no,
this?
And he would eat the other candies and he would just leave those alone. And I'm like,
I'm not eating.
I'm like, buddy, like, are you gonna eat? Like, he's like, no. I'm like, why? Because that's poop.
That's 100% accurate, though.
Exactly.
Is she gonna switch that up? Is that gonna become?
I mean, no. He'll probably forget it for next year, poop, more than likely.
Like, what the fuck? You want to eat the shit? Go for it, bro.
I forgot what I had to tell him. Like, I think I had to eat like 1 or 2 in order for him to start eating them. And then he was like, "Oh, all right." But yeah, for a few hours, I was just like, "Bro, you're not like." Candy.
It's like, am I crazy or did you just tell me this was shit 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, he was like, no, that's poop. I was like, yeah, but he poops Skittles.
Oh, smart
like,
kid.
nah, man, I'm not gonna eat that, dude.
Most kids would be like, you know what? I'm gonna scoop up a handful of this poop and eat it.
Every other year, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
But he's catching on now.
No, not having it.
And what about so like the milk, like who wants to drink the leprechaun?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, and then what was funny is after they had a bowl of cereal and stuff with the milk and it was green. Well, it was good for the moment, but we had to
bro, like you got Cocoa Puffs
that shit afterwards. We had to dump it, you know. It had And then not only that, but their poop was green.
I believe it.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Then he's like, I can eat this because this is green poop. And you're like, no, dude, that's real poop. You can't eat that. That's not candy.
Oh, man.
Now
That is
you're
not
in a
Skittles.
hole. Yeah,
That's not
it's a dangerous road.
But yeah, I'd have to agree with you. You made a good argument.
Easter Bunny for sure.
Yeah.
Has it tougher. So Santa Claus has it easier. That was the question. Who
Sure.
has it easier?
Yeah. Yep.
Who would have thought? You'd think as a kid, like, man, going to every house, but no.
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
All right, last one.
Sure.
Would you rather have a 10-inch dick with no balls or a 4-inch dick with regular balls?
I'd go with no balls.
Yeah, just a 10-inch dick.
I really,
Because you could get fake balls too. Like you
Really?
could 100%. Yeah, like guys that they have testicular cancer and they get a testicle removed.
Oh, they'll put it
They
in the
can
sack.
put like an
They'll
implant
create a
in the
sack
sack.
and- okay.
I mean, there's still probably a sack, but yeah, like if you had no balls, I would imagine they could take skin from your fucking arm or
yeah, no,
something and
they'll-
just
they'll do it.
craft a little sack
Sure.
out, throw some balls in there. So boom, joke's on them because you got a 10-inch dick and balls now. Nobody knows if they're real balls or not.
Even if you couldn't do that, I would absolutely take.
So you would just go
10-inch dick.
ballless.
I don't think that once you get to the point where a woman is seeing your dick, they're gonna care about your balls.
It would just look weird though.
It would
right?
look weird. It would look weird.
Just
I just don't think
Dick.
it would ruin anything.
yeah. I mean, as long as it still felt
And
good.
not only that, but
it's
if
like
you
none
had
of your senses come from the balls, so it's not like it would feel less
not
good. When
not
you're
only
fucking,
that,
right?
but let me ask you, right?
Okay.
Of course,
Ask.
no homo, right? No pause, all that,
yep.
right? But we all know the meme, the big black dude on the edge of the
You
bed.
sure do.
Do you know what his balls look like?
No.
Nope.
Honestly, they're probably in the picture. I just never cared about them.
No,
it's all
right?
about the dick when you're looking at that.
You're looking at a gigantic ass fucking dick. You're not you. No one said, "Yo," but his balls are small as fuck.
Who knows?
Or
nobody
does he
knows.
have balls?
Does he have balls?
Yeah.
I'm
one
gonna
knows.
Google it when I get home. I'm gonna check this out. I need to get to
I'm
the
sure he
bottom.
does.
That's brilliant.
But no
Fuck.
one cares.
No one does care.
They just keep talking
All the
about his
big
massive
dicks.
dick.
All the big dicks you can think of. Pause. What do their balls look like? Pause.
No one,
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
all the big dicks you can think of.
All the big dicks. Am I thinking about
How many?
big
How
dick
many?
face?
How many big dicks are you thinking about there?
I mean,
How many can you name off the?
ready? Boom, boom. Yeah, nice try, Buster. Naming off big dicks. Once we break for a pee break, then I'll name them off for you. If you really want to know what they are, so you can Google them, I'll hook you up with a little list. I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah. Okay. One is definitely Lexington Steel, right?
Yeah, one was Lexington Steel, actually. I'm worried about him, though. He's been wearing a knee brace lately. I'm not sure if everything's okay.
Yeah. He's. I don't even know where I was gonna go. I knew where I was gonna go with that, but I couldn't word it right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
So I'm just gonna stop while I'm behind.
So, 10-inch dick, no balls. Final answer.
Yeah, no balls. Nobody's gonna give. If you pull your pants down for a chick, and she sees you have a 10-inch dick, she is not gonna worry.
But
about
do
your
chicks
balls.
even want a 10-inch dick? That's another question.
That's a
I feel
whole
like
nother
that
question.
could be too much dick
You'll
for
find
chicks.
for your average chick. Yeah.
For your average chick, and I mean, that's all I smash is average chicks. So, like, I'm not banging Kate Upton. I'm not killing hobos. So, I think
Yeah, but if you had a 10-inch dick, you might as well travel out to California and become a porn star.
be the ballless porn star. Maybe that would be a thing.
No one would even care.
Make a career out of that.
Yeah. Just do POVs.
Ooh, so you're from the top,
It's
so you
all
don't even
from
see the
top
balls.
for the entire time.
All right, yeah, 10-inch dick, no balls.
No one's going to give a fuck, bro.
Fuck.
They're not going to give a fuck. The only person that's going to give a fuck will be your girl. But like, oh, so you can't have kids.
Like, we'll
You know,
adopt.
like if she wants kids,
Yeah.
that's the only person that's going to give a fuck.
So that's all balls are good for, right? Kids
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
and storing pee. I I just wanted to see your face. You're like, wait a second.
Store
Do you store pee in? Yes, pee is stored in the balls, in case you were wondering.
No, but you saying that made me. That's why I paused, because I was like, wait, can you nut? Like,
Yo, I mean, you
with 0 balls, you're not shooting off a load. You still have the sensation.
No. There's no sperm, because like I don't think the ejaculate that comes with your sperm, like that comes from your prostate and shit.
Oh, okay.
So they're just, you would still bust, but I don't think there would be sperm in it, obviously, because that's what's in the balls. And I'm not a doctor. This isn't the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't claim to know what I'm talking about, but I think that's the case.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with that, buddy, because I'm not gonna do any kind of research.
When Jonni listens, he'll correct us.
Oh, he will be correcting us the entire time.
Facts.
As he listens.
Facts.
All right, so that was the end of questions, right?
That was the end of questions,
All
sir.
right, but we're still gonna do some.
You know what it's time for. News clips.
All right, so news clips with Juac.
Yes, that's what I was expecting you to say.
Yes. No. So
what's going on?
So the first thing, it's interesting to me, right? Jonni sent this to us, and it's the headline says a new algorithm predicts when and where a crime will happen before it takes place. Now, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't go through all of this shit, but it sparked that question, like, if this is the beginning, if it's just an algorithm, like,
right,
how far do we go until we're in a situation like Minority Report?
Yeah, no, that's a fair question. But if this algorithm is anything like the Instagram or the TikTok algorithm, it fucking sucks. And it's probably not going to do a very good job.
No, it's not going to be.
So,
it's not going to be the end all be all for everyone.
Absolutely not. But however, like, you know, we're going to talk about Minority Report, like those individuals that would, you know, sort of foresee that crime, the Pre-Cogs, they called them.
Yeah.
They were accurate to like within seconds. So like, I mean, if it were the case where it was like that, where like 100% terrorist is going to get on this plane with a bomb at the, you know, so on and so forth, and they could prove that, and we knew that was the case, fucking A. Like, how many people would be saved? That would be dope. Is that an infringement on, you know, civil liberties and privacy and due process and a whole bunch of other questions that go along with it? But, you know, if it was legit, like Minority Report with the Pre-Cogs, or like Jonni said in the chat, he mentioned Rehoboam, the sort of machine brain from Westworld that sort of is omniscient, if you will. You know, either of those, if it was accurate, I don't see how we could turn a blind eye to that, to something that actually stops crimes, saves lives, that sort of thing. But like, you know, like I said, if that algorithm is fucked and you know, we're just like, maybe there'll be a crime around this stuff, like that just seems crazy to me.
Yeah. And
it's like a computer system. I wish this were like a real thing now, so that I could.
And well, if it got to the point of Minority Report where they literally were scanning people's like
retinas and shit as they were walking through the malls and public places and
shit like that.
Those little spiders that would come in and fucking scan your shit. Oh, bro.
Well, even just they would arrest the people before they would commit the crime. Then it's just like, do they really commit the crime?
So like somebody walks up in here right now and they're like, yo, Juac, you're under arrest for blah, blah, blah. And,
and you're
however,
like,
oh, that sucks. And then, but like, if they have a good track record and they're accurate, I'm like, dog, you were probably about to commit a crime, so you should probably go with them real quick. I think you're in trouble. What'd you do?
I mean, you can't fight it at that point. But that would be the argument all around.
Sure.
Is like, are they going to commit that crime? Is that real?
Right. That is a very, very deep, deep question. When's the last time you saw Minority Report?
Definitely within the last 5 years.
Okay. I mean, that's recent enough.
Right.
Where it seemed like it worked in the movie anyway.
Sure.
Like, you know, the way
so
that
it affected one
right,
of them.
exactly. And I feel like someone could take advantage of that system.
See, but then you have to think of like what he did in the movie. It was them trying to apprehend him and, you know, seeing what happened that pushed him towards that, towards doing that. So it was all of, so him seeing his own crime and him being the culprit of it kind of spiraled, where if he wouldn't have seen that, he wouldn't have been sent down that path.
Yeah. You've seen it recent enough, huh? You remember that.
It's been a while, but.
Colin Farrell, too. Colin Farrell was
yeah.
bad, kind of a dick in that movie.
Yeah. He plays a good dick.
He does. Yeah. He does. Horrible Bosses. I just watched Horrible Bosses the other day.
Oh,
He's the worst in that.
But no, to try to see like where they would go with some sort of algorithm like that, and obviously they would have to.
How could you implement that? Like, that's the logistics of something like that. I feel like are almost impossible. Like,
It
even in Minority Report, they had those little packs and shit where like they could fly and land on the spot. And shit.
Even
like,
this says like it cannot be used in the same way as the film Minority Report.
okay. So they know. They're like, this is not that. This is a very basic. What is it? So like, does it use like crime statistics in an area and like all kinds of previous data and just like.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like where it actually points that out because I haven't done any research on this, and this is just strictly for conversation.
Sure.
But obviously,
you don't need to explain it out to me, right?
Because it's out in the world, and they put that information out.
Yeah,
but,
like what I'd be curious to know what goes into this sort of algorithm to.
The first thing here says the city of Chicago and the 7 other cities that we looked at have started putting out crime event logs in the public domain. Chicago, these are actually updated daily with a week's delay. These event logs contain information about what happened, what type of crime it was, where it happened, the latitude, longitude, and a timestamp. In Chicago, we also have information about if there were any arrests made when there were interactions with the police. So
it takes all kinds of historical data, it sounds like.
And then, so we start with this event log. And digitize the city into small areas, about 2 blocks by 2 blocks, about 1,000 feet. And then it says in one of those tiles, we'll see the time series of these different events, like violent crimes, property crimes, homicides, and so on. The results in tens of thousands of times. So it's just like they're taking all of this data from just patterns. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to hone in on what particular patterns they can sense when things are happening. So that doesn't tell me Minority Report, but it tells me
way below the Minority Report.
Yeah,
level
it tells me though that they're trying to get to a point where
which is good.
They can predict shit like that. And yeah, it would be good in a sense like if you stop something and you catch them red-handed, you know, with like you said a bomb. Weapon of some sort right then and there, stop them, sure, great thing. But once as long as they don't start infringing on,
it's got to be like right before you're about to commit the crime. Like you can't show up hours before and be like, in 2 hours you're gonna blah 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 and then try to kill this person. Like I feel like it has to be like, you're right, I was thinking that, I'm in trouble right now, I should not have done that. Like
5 minutes. What do you think is the
I think that's good. I think 5 minutes, like, because like anything crazy that's gonna pop off, like aside from the random muggings and weird shit like that, like
within
you
5
have
minutes,
an idea. If it's a crime of passion and you find out your girl's cheating on you or something, you're like, oh, I'm about to go kill this motherfucker, and like you feel that
within
like,
5 minutes, you have the if you're killing somebody, you have the person in sight. And you're just waiting for the right time to get close enough.
Yeah.
If you're gonna let something off, you're just waiting to get to the spot. You're on your way to the spot. Like you are in
and
the heat
you got the heater on you, you're ready.
You're in the heat of the moment by that point where you're blinded by the mission at hand. So you'll probably ignore all of the telltale signs.
Ignore your conscience and your brain, all that.
Yeah.
Logic.
I don't know, man. But then again, it's like once that becomes successful, there's evolution.
What if they know I'm going to speed on the way home from work?
Yeah.
Just a little shit like that. Not cool.
I don't think it'll get to that point.
No. That'd
Which,
be crazy.
by the way, I guess it could count as news. I saw that they are installing speed lights in New York City throughout the city.
Like the cameras there that'll...
Yeah, the speed cameras.
Like on all of the lights?
In the lights, yeah.
Damn. Johnny's in trouble when he's whipping
Traffic
us around the
lights and
city because he don't give a fuck about
You
those
just
traffic laws.
end up getting a ticket in the mail.
He's driving his car then.
Yeah.
We were in my shit last time. I'd be catching all those tickets and whipping around in the city, not giving a fuck.
I don't know how people speed in the city, man.
There's really not a lot of room to speed in the city, bro. It's so tight.
Everything is bumper to bumper, really. You ever seen those little bumper pads in New York?
No.
How many times you been to New York?
Handful.
Handful of times. Yeah. If you look, certain cars like taxis and people that live there have like these little rubber mats that they put on their bumpers.
Damn, it's that
because
serious.
because you have to park your car. Nobody has a fucking driveway.
Right.
You have to park your car on the street, and people will park their car like literally like inches to the point where you cannot
get out, can't
get your
move,
shit
can't do
out
nothing
at all.
Fuck
and
that.
they don't give a fuck.
I'm smashing your shit
They will bump your shit, you know,
just to get you
So
out.
they have the little bumper, like a little rubber mat, to keep at least from scratching your bumper.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to fuck around with driving in the city. Like
I hate
that,
driving in the
that makes me nervous as fuck.
If I lived in the city,
Wouldn't have a car. Or
I'd
just
be on the train all
public
the
transit. Yeah, walking, subways.
absolutely.
Fuck all that.
And then that shit is scary because motherfuckers are throwing
Motherfuckers will
people
kill.
on
Yeah,
like
on the
pushing people
tracks
on the
and
tracks.
shit.
Yeah,
nah.
motherfuckers are crazy, man.
I just not live in New York City. That's,
I like New York City. Every time I go to New York City, it's great. I feel like I could live there.
yeah, if you got money, you can definitely live there, and it would be tight as hell. But if
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
got money and you're living there, it's probably not going to be ideal.
jumping
But you
from
can
borough
still
to borough.
tell people you live in New York City, and that's dope.
Yeah, I'd like to live like where Jonni lives. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
no,
That'd be
that's
dope.
perfect. Where you're outside of the city
Yeah,
enough
you
that
can
you're
go
not.
in and you can come back out and that's it. And
Yeah, and you can
go where
breathe.
you gotta go. Yeah,
You can drive around without bumper to bumper traffic. Like that's perfect.
drive an hour in real quick.
45 minutes, hour.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I could
Any
do that.
major city. I would not want to live in any major city.
Oh, facts. All right, so
What else we got?
for other news, apparently the rapper Mystical has been charged with first-degree rape and more, and this is not his first time.
Not his first time.
Yeah, it's not. It says authorities say they responded to a local hospital regarding an alleged assault victim, and the victim, who sustained minor injuries, identified Mystical as her attacker. Mystical was arrested on Sunday, July 31st, and booked into Ascension Parish Jail. There are no details as to whether or not the bail amount has been set. Mystical, real name Michael Tyler, is not unfamiliar with these charges as he was arrested in 2004 for sexual assault charges against his hairstylist, to which he spent 6 years in prison. Remember, he was in jail?
Damn, I do not remember that. No, he spent 6 years in jail for
he was locked up.
sexually assaulting his
His
hairstylist.
Apparently so. The former No Limit rapper has also been arrested in 2017 after surrendering himself to police for another alleged assault, but the charges were ultimately dropped.
So, like with murder, we know first degree murder is premeditated.
Sure.
Is that the same with rape? Do you know? Is that like he went out like, yo, I'm gonna rape this chick tonight, and like, is that premeditated rape? Is that what first degree?
I don't think it works that way. No.
Okay, no, rape
Rape
a
is
legit
just
question.
rape. Premeditated murder just means you planned it.
Right.
Like you,
Right,
obviously
right.
you've been working. I don't think no one goes out of their way to think, oh, I'm gonna rape that girl. I mean, they can.
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
Like, dudes
but
go out
I
one
think
night
they-
with
I
the-
think the people that do shit like that
Yeah.
it's not going to end in just rape. Feel me? It's going to be something. It's going to be something way worse, like murder. But I think
First degree rape.
people, and I don't know. I don't know him personally, so I don't know.
Sure.
And these are allegations, even though he was arrested. There's still allegations. So,
Okay.
but
Allegedly.
in this situation, yeah,
Allegedly.
But in this situation, right, where he's a high profile person, even though he was a rapper years and years ago, he's still considered pretty high profile around certain
Could still be a
circles and
money
whatnot.
grab, sure.
It could still be something like that, or in situations like if somebody I think was looking to rape someone, I think it's in the heat of the moment. They just don't give a fuck. But I don't think that someone goes out, it's like, yep, I'm gonna rape me somebody tonight.
Yeah, unless you're like a serial rapist
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
unless
crazy
that's
like that.
Yeah.
It usually is like a crime of opportunity, I would
Right.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Mystical, is he still making music? Like, do you know, does he
I know
still
when he
put
came
anything
out of jail.
Yeah, he probably
When
had
he came
a bunch
out of jail,
shit.
he had like a song or two, and people were talking about him again. But I don't know. I'm sure he comes out with music, but it's just not mainstream anymore.
No, I mean, he had what, like Shake Your Ass? Like, there wasn't too many songs. Can you name 5 Mystical songs that were fire?
Nope.
No, me either.
No, I wasn't a fan of Mystical.
I really wasn't either. It just, something
Even
was
with
out
that
there.
Shake Your Ass.
It was, I enjoyed it as much as anybody enjoyed
It
the
was
Macarena
beat-
in the 90s. Like, it was just
Beat,
the
it was
thing
a
that-
hook, but I never understood what the fuck he was talking about.
it wasn't about what he was talking about. It was just watching the chicks actually shake their ass when they were, yeah.
The only two songs I can think of with Mystical is Shake Your Ass and
I can't even
the
think
No
of another
Limit
one.
song.
What was the
No
No Limit?
Limit Soldier song? Make them say, oh.
Oh, I don't even
Nah,
consider
nah,
that
nah.
a mystical song.
It's not a
He was
mystical
just-
song, but it has
Yeah.
mystical in it.
Sure,
That's
I
what
guess.
I'm saying. Those
Yeah.
are the only two
That's
songs
it.
that I can think of.
That's whack. Who's better, Mystical or Trick Daddy?
I'm not a fan of either one, but I would have to say Trick Daddy.
Facts.
It's just not.
That's a rapper I haven't thought about in a long
I'm
time.
not a
Trick
down
Daddy.
south rap.
Nah,
Kinda
same.
person.
I'm not a
No,
southern
I'm not a
dude.
fan.
I don't know.
No, I'm just not a fan of
like
down
Ludacris
south.
though. I fuck with Ludacris.
He was
He's all
probably
right.
the most like
He was the
T.I.
most I feel like one of the most mainstream. Yeah, T.I., another mainstream like southern.
I was, if we have to go southern, I was more of
Bubba
a
Sparks.
fan
You were
of,
Bubba
like-
Sparks
Oh,
guy.
yeah, I mean, he had like one or
Fuck
two
with Bubba
songs.
Sparks.
He had like one or two songs. Probably the only two that you can name. But he's a white boy, so
I can't even name a Bubba Sparks. I just remember him wearing those fucking polos in all his videos. And
all I
shit.
can think of
That's-
is "I found you, Miss New Booty."
yeah, I don't.
No,
Nope. There was
Tyler Paul,
I
Bubba
do.
Sparks.
I know a Bubba Sparks song, but that's only because like they probably played that shit on like TRL back in the day.
Yeah, because he was a white rapper, man. MTV
so bad.
embraced the white
so
rappers. You would hear him, Paul Wall, like all the same white rappers.
Paul Wall.
Yeah. But Paul Wall, I fucked with some of his songs. I couldn't deny him. I couldn't deny
Like I
him.
can't give it. Like, Paul Wall.
He's
that's
still
my
balling to
dude.
this day, man.
For real?
Selling grills and shit.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for Paul Wall.
I saw him recently in like a video or some shit. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Still shining.
What about
son.
Bubba Sparks? What is Bubba Sparks
Oh,
doing?
nobody
these days?
cares.
He's working at Home Depot. He's like
Every
hauling fertilizer
can
and shit.
Can you do it one more time? Yeah, I sure can. Call it Paul Bubble Sparks.
Oh man, Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, no,
Old
I'm
school.
not. I don't know. Down south rap wasn't my shit.
Yeah.
My favorite rapper back in the day from the south was
Lil Wayne.
Young Jeezy. Yeah, and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, let's say Lil
But
Wayne.
Lil Wayne, I think he
It was
didn't have
more-
that southern style.
No, he didn't. But I mean, he was from what? Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
New Orleans,
Yep.
Georgia,
Yep.
Georgia. Yeah.
No, he was from New Orleans.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, not Georgia. Young Jeezy though was from Atlanta, Georgia.
And that was your dude.
Yeah, I fucked with Young Jeezy hard when he came out.
When was that? That was for like 2002.
Yeah,
Like
he
back
had a
in the
good
day.
run.
Yeah.
He had a good run.
I remember people talking about him when I was in high school.
He was just rapping about hustling shit, so it was dope. Good shit.
I was just listening to my Bubba Sparks. I
Yeah,
know no
I
better.
I know. Bubba Sparks,
Bubba Sparks.
Eminem.
Nah, just Eminem. There was no other white rappers for me. It was just Eminem
Yeah. As I look
and
back,
the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys, I had to give props to the Beastie Boys.
I wasn't. Yeah, I never understood. I gave them props, but I never understood their shit either.
No, I mean just like in like a, I don't want to say pioneer sense of the word, but like the original
they
sort of
were,
white dudes that were doing their thing and put it down and still getting props from other legitimate urban artists. Like that was dope.
Yeah, but
they weren't like looked at like
growing up,
Vanilla
I mean,
Ice.
now-
Like, yo,
now
these
I
dudes
can-
got skills.
Now I can appreciate their shit and appreciate their music and all that shit. And
Yeah.
but
You know, when Intergalactic comes on, that shit's a banger.
yeah, things that I appreciated later in life. But
Sure.
when I was younger, I was just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. Where's that big pun at?
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh man,
What else we got?
that's another one. I know we're straying away from news, but
Doesn't
we're not
matter.
The news people.
Johnny's not here. When the Johnny's away, the kids will play, as they say.
Big Pun's another one, man, because it's like we think about people that we admired growing up and the music that we listened to and all this shit, and now people are getting canceled like a motherfucker. I don't know if you knew the story of Big Pun and everything,
What's up?
but he had a crazy ass story. So like, I remember finding out he was there was a picture of him just being like, fit dude, like actually like kind of jacked and shit, and like
Damn.
And then so he actually won like $1 million in a lawsuit against New York City because he like broke his arm or his leg at a playground. Won $1 million, and because he had $1 million off of that, he ate himself. And yeah, he was balling out and fucking would eat lavish and got himself to that 400-pound. And he was a short dude. He was like 5'2".
Damn.
Like 5'2", 5'3", like short dude, 400 pounds. You know what I mean? Can you imagine fucking Kevin Hart at like 400 pounds? Exactly. And not only that, but then once he was a rapper and all that shit, but it all came to light after he died that he was extremely abusive to his wife and crazy shit, like so much shit.
Who's gonna let a little 5'2" dude smack him around like that?
I mean, when he's smacking you with a fucking pistol,
you just run away from his ass. Where's he gonna go catch you?
When he's pistol whipping you,
can't get it in pistol rip range.
I had no
idea.
Every interview you did.
How tall is Fat Joe? Is Fat Joe short too? Because Fat Joe looks big.
Fat Joe, I think he's like average size. Like,
okay. 5'10", 5'11", something like that.
5'8",
Normal.
Okay.
So he's a
like
little bit tall. He's like, I'm going to have to look up how tall Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
I always thought they were like similar builds and shit, but I did not know Big Pun was that short. Like James Brown. How tall is James Brown?
Oh, he's 5'11". He's my height.
Okay. Fat Joe's he's reasonable.
Yeah.
Taller than me.
Big Pun.
At least I'm taller than Big Pun.
Oh, I thought he was shorter. No.
What tall is he?
5'7". He's your
okay.
Right?
Yeah. I don't feel as good
I thought
now,
he was shorter. I thought he was shorter. But he's 5'7".
That 400 pounds
still
probably makes him a
400
little
pounds,
bit
bro.
shorter.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
Because he was a wide dude, man.
I remember seeing him even as a kid, being like, "Damn,
yeah, he was a big.
My man is wide.
Yeah,
damn,
he was a big dude.
Jesus."
His son actually is a rapper too. Now,
is he big?
Nah,
not like popularity, like
no,
size.
No, he's not a big dude.
That's good.
But he tries to rap like his son, which makes me not want to listen to him because he's not as good.
Like his dad.
Yeah, his dad. Yeah. Where he
I
tries
mean,
to, like his dad threw out the big words and he was just like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
He used to read the encyclopedia.
That's weird.
It is very weird. He used to read the encyclopedia, and that's why he would have like these big ass words in his rhymes. But it worked for him.
Yeah, I mean,
but anybody who tries to, like his son does it, it just sounds like he's trying to be like his dad.
Quit reading the dictionary, dog.
Yeah,
whack.
Nobody wants to hear that shit anymore.
No.
All right, cool. You want to get into some
Hollywood?
Some HOLLYWOO.
Let's do it.
HOLLYWOO. HOLLYWOO. All right, so with Hollywood, we have a bunch of shit that's been going on lately, actually. So apparently, and I don't know if you caught the Instagram post, but it's been the cat is out of the bag that Ben Affleck is returning as Batman in Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom. Now, it would have been so much better if they would have announced that at Comic-Con. But for whatever reason,
It was just through Momoa's Instagram post.
it was
right?
through. But did you see like the video?
No.
So the video that I saw was Momoa coming out of a soundstage, and like at the same time there was like a tour bus coming through, and he was just like smiling, laughing, like, "Oh man, it was supposed to be a secret, but I guess the cat is out of the bag. This is." Aquaman, and the people were like laughing, clapping and stuff. Hi, he's saying that. And then he walks up to, after they, he leaves, he was like, "Oh, this is supposed to be our secret stage or whatever." But the cat's out of the bag. And then he walks up to a trailer and opens the door as he's filming, opens the door with the camera in front of him like this. And he goes, "Oh, my bad, bro. I'm sorry, bro." And it was Ben Affleck just chilling there in
the Batman suit?
No. He's just in a suit.
Okay.
But
as
he
Bruce Wayne, like a Bruce Wayne type suit.
Yeah, like a Bruce Wayne type suit, and he's just chilling there in the suit, and he was just like, and then he turns the camera on. He's like, "Fuck!" Like, "Oh shit!"
Watch that get cut. They're gonna leave that on the cutting room
No,
floor.
and then
the
after
Affleck.
that. And then after that, they take a picture together, and that's what's being shared everywhere. And then he was
That was
just,
what I saw the
and that's
picture
where
of
he
that.
said, "I guess the cat's out of the bag. Batman is coming back. Blah blah blah." So, which to me
Yeah.
makes sense.
Does it?
It does.
Let's hear.
The Flash got
Flash,
set back
yeah.
a full fucking year, and the rumors were that that he was supposed to. And obviously I don't fucking know anything, but the rumors were that he was going to die in that, and that was going to be his last film as Batman. But now we have a whole fucking year of Batman.
So stuff has to come out with maybe some Batman.
Possibly,
in it.
that kind of keeps the Batman lore around. And I'm thinking that's what it is. Like he has to come in the
Just
suit.
a little quick scene too. It's not going to be anything.
Yeah, maybe
too
not
crazy.
even in the full Batman suit.
I don't think
He's
we're going to
just
see him
Bruce
in the
Wayne.
Batman suit
Yeah,
at all.
yeah,
I think
he's
it's
just Bruce
literally
Wayne.
going to be a Bruce Wayne appearance. I don't think we'll see any Batman. If we do see Batman, it'll be like B-roll footage with like a stuntman in Batman. Like we'll see him from afar. Like it'll be a wide shot. I don't think he's going to be Batmaning it up. Like I think he's done, and he probably either got a fuck ton of money or is just really tight with Momoa, and he's like, yeah, all right, I guess I'll come back. And I'll do something.
I think I don't think he wanted to give up the role of Batman. It was more of a studio decision.
Yeah.
And everything that went on with, the failures of Justice League and all that shit. I think all of that played a part. But then now we have multiple Batmans. We have all this shit going on.
It
bro.
looks bad, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine
there's so
Marvel
much
with
going
like
on.
2 Tony Starks or something like that. Like just 2 separate bullshits going on. Like, how do you even take that seriously? We don't.
Nobody does.
Exactly.
Nobody is.
Exactly. And that's why it's fucking sad, dude. Like, I don't know if they understand like how this bullshit looks.
Yeah.
Or if maybe we're the only ones that care about
Well,
shit
and
like
not
that.
only that,
Like,
but the people that
people just eat it
are
up.
the characters that they are saving from that universe for whatever fucking reason, right? They don't want Snyder back, but they, for whatever reason, now they're holding on to certain characters.
Yeah. Why? I need to know what the end game is.
Flash was supposed to be that character, but Ezra Miller's fucking
done.
that up. Yeah,
So done.
yeah.
Lucky
trying to get the
they're
fuck
even
away.
releasing. It's going to come out on the CW at some point. I don't even think it's going to be in theaters. They're just going to be like, you know what? Here,
They're probably
Wednesday night at 7:30. This is when it's going to air. Enjoy.
right. They're probably making way for that because the CW Flash is ending too.
Exactly. Exactly.
And like they don't want nothing to do with Flash.
They got
anywhere.
enough time to refilm the Ezra scenes with whoever that current Flash is on CW, and it'll probably be okay.
Much better movie.
Yeah, at least on par with whatever current DC bullshit is coming out. Like, it's not going to be better or worse. It'll just be the same garbage that comes out. Like, I don't think we would even notice, honestly.
Yeah.
Just do it. Get rid of Ezra Miller. Which sucks because, like, I thought he was a very funny Flash. Like, before all the bullshit happened.
He gets a lot of hate for it.
I didn't have any attachment to previous Flashes. Like, I just took it as it was. As I watched this movie, I'm like, this character is funny. This actor is funny. And he's just a fucking weirdo nut job, dude. That sucks, dude. He
had the golden ticket, and he fucked it all up.
I can't imagine.
Crazy. But yeah, so getting back to Aquaman,
yeah,
I just feel like, I don't know, this, like you said, it's gonna be a Bruce cameo. They have to, I think they have to throw him in there so to make his, like, now since they push Flashback for a year, they have to make him make sense.
Yeah.
In there and kind of prolong that. I don't even know if they're gonna do another Wonder Woman.
I mean, I'd probably be more willing to watch a new Wonder Woman than anything else that they could possibly want to release, other than, like, you know, something Snyder or James Gunn, like when he did Suicide Squad. Aside from, you know, those two, like, I would rather see a Wonder Woman than Flashpoint or any of that bullshit.
I don't even want to see a Wonder Woman. That last one was trash.
I don't know. I like watching Gal Gadot.
I didn't even really like the first one.
I did like the first one. The first one surprised me. What's his face? Surprised me. Even though I don't know why I was surprised with Chris Pine. Chris Pine?
Chris Pine, yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was really good in that.
Chris Pine is one of those actors where if I see him in a movie, it's not enticing me to watch it.
I mean, yeah, no, he doesn't draw me into movies either, but I don't, like, in the Star Trek movies, dude, he's awesome. He kicks ass in those fucking movies. And, like, those movies, to me, gave Pine a little bit of credit.
He's still not a draw, but yes, correct. I just keep confusing Chris Pine with who's the actor in Sonic?
Are you talking about Teddy Flood, like from Westworld? Like, that dude.
James Marsden.
Yes,
James Marsden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both look very similar.
James Marsden he's okay, but
he was Cyclops, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Back in the day,
for sure.
But they're definitely two people that confuse. Like, it's like and not to compare it to either of them because I think they're much better actors, but it's like Javier Bardem and
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah, for sure.
Where
they look almost identical.
There's a TikTok theme where people do it as celebrities built with the same font or some shit like that, where they resemble themselves.
I could see that.
Yeah, so I think those two are those two were with the same font.
Chris Pine is way better.
As an actor, yeah. I'd have
James
to
Marsden, but James Marsden isn't terrible either.
You know what was celebrities at the written in the same font moment that I didn't realize until I saw their pictures side by side is Khloe Kardashian and Elvis Presley.
I gotta see the side by side.
It's weird to think about it. But let me see if I can find it. Let's see.
Khloe Kardashian and Elvis.
Elvis Presley. So, like, if you look at the images side by side, they have some similarities. Little similarities.
A little bit. I feel like that just means she's had a lot of work done.
I mean, because
I don't recall her looking like Elvis. That just means Elvis was a really good-looking dude. That he didn't have any work done back in the day and just was killing it with those cheekbones.
Another side tangent. You know, they're trying to say that they think she is the love child of obviously her mom,
Chris and OJ.
OJ, yeah.
Is she? I don't know. She doesn't strike me as. She doesn't look black at all.
It's because, like, she was the only one out of the family that was born with, like, curlier hair, and, like, she has, like, these these
She was the
characteristics.
thickest one.
She was, yeah. She has these characteristics that match, I guess, him, and she actually looks like she has similarities to OJ's actual
I need
daughter.
to see a DNA test now. I gotta know.
They don't. She probably knows. They probably know, and they're keeping that shit under wraps.
She's not one.
She
of,
won't want to.
She's
be
not
known.
one of Bruce Jenner's kids, right? That's
she's
just
a Kardashian.
She's what's his face? The
She's-
lawyer, dude,
because
the
Rob
Yeah,
Kardashian
yeah.
and OJ were friends,
Right.
And then when all that went down, he went on the stand for him, or he represented him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Jenner kids are
Bruce
Kylie
Jenner's,
and,
yeah.
Kylie and what's the other one? I always forget the other one.
Kylie, and I feel like they sound the same too.
They all have K's. They all have K's. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know, but she's the hot one.
They're both smoke shows.
I
dude.
mean,
I
Kylie was the one that was homely looking, and then definitely got the surgery.
those
done.
kids were both homely looking, bro.
No. The one that's a model.
Yeah,
She's bad. Like, she's dope. She's
And
not.
that's not
she's
Kylie?
not. No.
Kylie and Kaylee, Kendall. There we go.
Yes, Kendall.
Kendall Jenner.
She's hot because she looks the most natural.
Oh yeah, she does.
Her and Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney is always. I always thought Courtney was sexy.
Yeah. But she looks the most natural.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's dope.
For sure.
But anyway, all right. My bad on the tangent.
Nah.
Let's see. So Kevin Feige apparently wants to elevate the Deadpool 3 movie to the levels of Civil War, Infinity War, and Ragnarok, because we know that previously Deadpool didn't really have a big it didn't really have a big funding or anything like that, right? The previous two movies.
Right.
He jokes about it in the movies because the
budget
movies
wise,
as far as
they
budget
couldn't
goes.
get real X-Men, that sort of thing.
Right. So they're more of the comedy-esque. They were great. But
I love them.
but they were still lacking in that sense where there was no major story to them. It was all just fucking around and
separate.
Yeah. So apparently Kevin Feige says that that he wants to do that, and he said it's very fun to be in the world of the Ryan Reynolds show. So Ryan Reynolds is still very much in charge of Deadpool, but he wants to make it a mainstream movie.
I mean,
He wants to make it legit.
The more we do that, I feel like the less it's going to be Deadpool in a content sense of, violence and swearing and raunchiness and everything that we know as Deadpool, which I love. Yeah, I know you love. We just said we love the Deadpool movies.
Sure.
But we want to see him in that mix of all the other heroes that we know. It's finding that balance of.
I think the MCU can do it.
I definitely think they can. I mean, more so than the DCEU would be able to pull it off. But if they can find that balance of still being Deadpool, but also having that MCU.
I don't think that it's a bad thing, because
Definitely not a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that
It's a
it
tightrope.
would be very much the same, because Ryan Reynolds had a big hand in making Deadpool what it is, and he's still very much attached.
Right.
I think that what Kevin Feige is saying is that they want to give it that funding, they want to give it that story, but still very much make it a Deadpool movie. So the things that I felt like I enjoyed Deadpool 2. And bringing in Cable and shit was dope as fuck. But I think that story kind of fell into a little bit of too much of trying to, and I don't even know if I want to say that, but trying to reproduce what the first one did. It just, how when you watch a movie and the first one hits and it has that perfect balance, and then the second movie sways a little bit too much into a certain direction that kind of, it's still good, but you can just sense that like something's off, and it's not
sequels.
It's not what it
sequels
is.
Are tough because they're either too similar and it's the same bullshit, or they stray too far away from what you wanted to see and what you were expecting.
Sure.
So any successful sequel, I feel like, has to strike that balance of what you want to see and still growing the character, still growing the story. And if Ryan Reynolds is in charge, of everything Deadpool as he has been, I feel like Ryan Reynolds and Feige or whoever's going to be in charge of the future of Deadpool in the MCU, I feel like they can strike that balance of not disappointing the hardcore Deadpool fans, but also making it a less isolated story within the MCU so that like it can factor into, other phases and really become an integral part of the MCU phases. Okay. Because Ryan Reynolds is fucking funny and Deadpool is kick-ass, and I would love to see him team up with any of those M's. Like, it would be a dream come true to see fucking
I think we will
Deadpool and Iron Man, or
we are going to see that, but I don't know. I just think I think they're just going to take the movies a little bit more serious in a good way.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it needed.
I'm nervous about mixing in Deadpool with the rest of the MCU because we know you can give the freedom and the leeway to a Deadpool writing team and director and say, hey, we know it's Disney, but do your thing, wink, wink, we know what you do. But to integrate him into an entire phase where it's not all about cock jokes and getting pegged.
I think he's gonna do a little bit of the self-aware shit where he tries to drop a fuck in there and it bleeps and he's like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it bleeps again. And he just keeps like, what?
He's just like,
that's funny.
Upset
that's funny.
You know what I mean? Like,
if that's not in there, you should tweet the writers and be like, hey, this would be a funny little bit for Deadpool.
Right.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Like, he's trying so hard to like be Deadpool, and like for some reason there's always just something where, if it's nudity, like Austin Powers style, remember that passed the fruit bowl in front of his dick when he was naked, so like you couldn't see it. Like, little things like that where I think it could still be funny, and
it'd be constantly
poignant.
He's just trying to
it could be like a running joke. He's trying to make it R-rated, and for some reason something always fucks it up, dude. Yeah. That's funny, dude. That's funny shit. Fuck.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
That would be great. But we'll see how they do it. And I think they're smart enough that they can make that work.
And I'll be there because like
I'm
all about it.
That. I can't wait till they announce it. I can't wait to see him.
Trailer, a teaser, anything, bro. Yeah. Just with other people that we know and have been
end credits. And for him to go,
if he dropped,
hi there. Oh shit!
Do you remember like the teaser? I don't know if it was for the second movie where he was like in the phone booth and shit.
Yeah,
you remember like when that dropped, bro?
He was trying to change his clothes.
Dude.
Person got killed by the time he switched clothes.
That was so fun. Just something like that, but like, more sort of mixed in with the MCU and those characters. Oh, killer.
Yeah. We'll see. Only time will tell. All right, so since we're talking about the MCU still, Kevin Feige confirms that Fantastic Four is a reboot and not Kevin Feige confirms that Fantastic Four reboot won't be an origin story. It's just going to be they're already out there. We don't have to go through how they got their powers.
Maybe that's good. Maybe that's what we need. Like maybe because like the other garbage ass ones, like it was just them spending a good chunk trying to explain how they became who they were, and they all shit the bed. The last recent ones and the shitty TV movie about Fantastic Four from the 90s, like they all did that. Maybe that was part of the fuck up. Maybe we don't need to see that. Maybe it's not interesting enough for us to care about. Throw them into the universe that we're already fucking with, and it's perfect.
It's perfect because all they really have to do is mention why haven't we seen them up to this point,
right?
And that's it. And
explain that away and
move the fuck on. They already have their powers. They're already established. And
give us Emily Blunt. We're hoping for Krasinski and Emily Blunt, right? Is that the casting that we're?
dope.
I keep seeing pictures like fan made
Oh, that I've been seeing that
pictures
for so
of
long.
Emily Blunt in the Fantastic Four outfit.
I just like seeing Emily.
Oh, I love seeing Emily Blunt, bro.
I loved her in
Quiet Place.
Yes, Quiet Place. But she was badass in the Tom Cruise movie.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Live Die Repeat.
Live Die Repeat. Yeah, that was like the unofficial title.
Dumbass fucking.
Yeah. I don't remember what the actual movie was called.
Some shit tomorrow.
Oh,
I just saw it recently too.
fuck. I don't remember.
End of
It was
Tomorrow.
right. End of Tomorrow. Thank you.
Tomorrow,
End of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he was in another movie that was similar. It looked similar, at least like the trailer and shit. Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
yeah.
Wait,
Edge,
are those the
my
same
bad, my
movie?
bad.
Edge of Tomorrow is
Live Die Repeat.
Live Die Repeat?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because he was in another movie that looked like Edge of Tomorrow, but it was not. And it was
I saw it
weird.
recently and it was still
Oh
good.
yeah, no, that movie fucks, dude. Like him going through the scenarios and everything, like reliving. I love that shit.
That
dude.
was that was the movie where I was like ready to say, "Oh, this is trash," and then I saw it and was like,
It's tight. This is tight.
so fucking good." You know?
Yeah, I will defend and I will die on the Tom Cruise
Now,
hill.
no, now I'm a believer. I'm not trying to. I'm not going to any Tom Cruise movie thinking, "Yo, this is gonna be trash."
No,
Anymore.
we have no reason to.
I've done enough of that.
We have since Jerry Maguire. I've hoped every movie since Jerry Maguire that Tom Cruise is in was going to be trash.
I don't know,
and it's not.
I'm good on Vanilla Sky.
I never watched Vanilla Sky.
I think I tried watching it, but it's an artsy type film to me. So
Is that him with like the headset on? Like he has a little microphone? Is he like a
No.
motivational speaker?
No.
What am I
I don't
thinking
even. Let me
Is
look
that
up.
Penelope Cruz in Vanilla Sky?
I think so. Let me see.
Tom Cruise and Penelope Cruz spelled differently.
I want to say so. Vanilla Sky. And I might even watch it now and it would make more sense to me and I would fucking love it probably. A self-indulgent and vain publishing magnate. I can't even, why am I, because that doesn't even, I don't even know what that word is. Self-indulgent and vain publishing magnate finds his privileged life appended after a vehicular accident with a resentful lover. So that's not even
I've seen that.
yeah. So he becomes deformed after
I think I was thinking of a Paul Thomas Anderson movie with Tom Cruise where he has the headset on, or he was like talking to a crowd. It was almost like a motivational speech, and he had his like semi-long hair. I don't know what I'm picturing. I thought it was Vanilla Sky, but like based on that picture, that is not.
I just remember
That's
watching
not
it when
what
I
I
was
was thinking at
watching Vanilla Sky when I was younger, and I was like, yeah, this
Oh,
ain't it.
Magnolia. I was thinking of
I've never
Magnolia.
seen
I've never
Magnolia.
seen Magnolia either, just like screenshots of it. And it looked very weird, but now I'm feeling like I should watch it.
Yeah. These are movies that were just mad weird as we were kids. But
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I see as a kid and I write it off immediately, and now I have to remind myself that I'm not a kid anymore. I can watch different movies and
sure. I mean, he's had some small Eyes Wide Shut is actually what I was thinking about. That was mad weird.
yeah. That's mad
fucking
sex,
weird.
mad orgies and
Kubrick
shit.
movie.
Like, yeah, that's why it was mad weird.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
It might make a lot of fucking sense.
Oh, I'm
to me
sure. I
now.
bet it would be dope now, though. If we watched that shit, it would be tight.
Right.
Actually,
So-
it's him and Nicole Kidman
Yeah, that was his wife at the time.
smashing in that movie, like for real.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were really having sex, but
mean, that
like
was his wife
they
at
were.
the
Yeah,
time.
they were both like nude scenes. Like I want to say there was nudity on both counts. Like that was
I'm just saying
big deal.
him with Top Gun and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was because he made them train like actual pilots.
He made them
sure
all
you want-
fuck.
yeah.
He made them as
Not only that, but Kubrick would
orgy.
not sit there and go
10 o'clock.
Yeah, Kubrick would not sit there and go, "Oh, you want to actually fuck?" I don't think that would make the movie any better.
No, that would be impossible. Kubrick is known for doing hundreds of takes on single shots. Like, so just like Tom Cruise pulling out, he would have to pull out like 150 times for Kubrick to be like, yep, that's the take. That's what we're
And if
using.
anyone would take that challenge.
He would. He'd be like, I injected myself with liters of Viagra for hours so that I could get this shot for Kubrick. Good shot. It's a good shot.
I donated my balls to make sure I have this 10-inch
I have a
dick
10-inch dick with no balls. Good callback. Good callback.
Oh, man. All right. So another person that makes great movies, and I'm looking forward to both of his additions to
Both of them.
Marvel and DC.
Ooh.
He's been killing it.
Marvel and DC.
Yeah. What director?
Director James Gunn.
James Gunn.
James Gunn,
fucking Gunn. So James Gunn thinks that that he wants to do an R-rated Scooby Doo movie once he's done with.
What is the premise for this? Like, there's
We don't know.
there's no R-rated Scooby cartoons. Like, what would prompt him to be like, I need to take this classic children's shit, put some dicks and some fucks in there, and really
James Gunn
make it dope.
This right here says James Gunn seems confident in Warner Brothers greenlighting an R-rated Scooby-Doo film, but the problem is that he's just too busy right now to make it. And he quote says, I think they do it if we asked. I just don't think it's the time right now. But he wants to do an R-rated Scooby-Doo movie, and I think it would be dope.
I mean, it might, but
if
why?
anybody can make that shit work, it's fucking James Gunn.
We need
bro.
James Gunn to keep doing Peacemaker, MCU. That man has way too much on his plate to be fucking around with a rated R Scooby Doo.
You wouldn't fuck with a rated R Scooby-Doo?
If it came out, yeah, I'd watch it. That's not the point, dog. The point is my man has more important shit to be doing. We don't give a fuck about Scooby Doo. What the fuck is Freddie Prinze Jr. doing?
We didn't give a fuck about Suicide Squad.
No,
Even
we
after
did.
Suicide Squad
We did.
movie came out.
I still
No,
gave a
we did
fuck
not.
about. Speak for yourself. I gave a fuck about Suicide Squad.
Okay, did you give a fuck about fucking what's his name again?
No.
what was the show?
What was the
With
show?
John Cena?
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker.
Oh, I gave a fuck about Peacemaker. Yeah.
Yeah, after you watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we give a fuck about Peacemaker. You don't know. You have no idea how much you would fucking love a rated R Scooby Doo movie.
I know it would probably be dope because I love James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
But if that were to happen, let's say it's
It'd be a
fire,
lot
it
of
blows
weed
up,
smoking.
and then it's more Scooby Doo movies, and now he can't make fucking DC and fucking MCU
I don't think he
movies
would get
because
sucked
he's
into
focusing on Scooby. You never know.
I don't think he would get
I don't
sucked
want
into
to take
that.
that chance. He is too important to honestly both of those, the DC and the MCU. Like
He's done with the MCU though.
He needs to come back.
Once he does Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Once that bread gets put in front of him,
I don't think
he won't be done.
I don't think he's coming.
He'll be back.
I don't think so.
They'll tap him. You watch.
I think he devoted himself to DC now.
That's stupid. Why would he do that?
Yeah, that's true. Who knows? But I think I would be down for that. I'd be down for a one and done. It doesn't have to be a crazy fucking series where you have all kind of sequels. Just one rated R Scooby Doo movie where it's like a mixture of comedy and horror, and like.
What if it was direct to HBO Max? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd be down for that.
Okay, same.
Yeah. And
I think that would be ideal.
Yeah,
that would be ideal. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just put it out there. You did your thing. Go back to doing comic
It's
book
better
shit.
than that fucking. Did you see the trailer for the Munsters?
No.
The
Rob Zombie Munsters.
Munsters.
It looks shitty.
He came out with a trailer. It looks. I don't know. I think it's gonna bomb.
What about Ana de Armas with her Cuban accent for Marilyn Monroe? Did you watch that trailer?
I did watch.
She's playing Marilyn Monroe with it. She's so fine. Yo, no, it's not even a question. But like to play Marilyn Monroe with a Cuban accent, people are pissed, bro.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
It's not good. It's not good. But she's fine, so I'm gonna watch it. It's supposed to be wild.
Yeah, I probably won't watch it, but
you will.
Maybe if I hear good things.
NC-17.
Okay, yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm watching that.
Oh, fine. I'm
Yeah,
gonna check it out.
Ana de Armas. She's fine as fuck. Yeah. I don't know. I'd be down for that though.
Yeah.
But you got to watch that Monsters trailer. It looks.
I will.
He is definitely making it true to the Monsters show.
Okay.
Where the trailer has very much like they're all coming out of the front door and shit.
Yep.
But also it looks very cheesy because he's doing it
like the Monsters.
Like the
Because the
Monsters.
Monsters was, bro, that shit came out in like 68, bro.
Right.
Like there wasn't much technology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see myself running to a theater to watch it.
Oh no, I'm definitely not going to
no,
go to
yeah,
the theater.
no.
Even if I had a movie pass for a month and I could watch unlimited free movies, that wouldn't be one of the ones I go to see.
Yeah, it's facts.
But like I fuck with Rob Zombie, like House of a Thousand Corpses and all, those. The
fucked with the
Halloween
first
remake was
Halloween.
okay. Like,
The first
they were.
First one was good. Second one was off the rails.
He has a vision. I'll give him that. And so if the Monsters, it's probably something that he's nostalgic about, something that he watched as a kid that seems like it's right up his alley. Like I watched Three's Company when I was a kid and reruns. He was probably watching the Monsters. So like he probably has a passion for those characters in that show. I don't know if anybody could. I feel like Rob Zombie could pull off a Monster show, and he's probably making it corny, honestly, like the show was, because the show was cheesy as fuck. The effects were garbage. Like it was bad production wise, but people fucked with it. Like the Munsters and the Addams Family, like those were the two that honestly I still get confused to this day.
I can't wait to see the Wednesday show to see how good or bad that is.
Good or bad. Who was Wednesday Addams again? Was it a Hispanic chick? I thought it was a.
I forgot who was Wednesday Addams. Let's see, Wednesday. Jenna
that was the
Ortega.
actual name of the. Oh yeah, Jenna Ortega's.
Oh yeah, she was in Scream. She was the main girl in Scream. And she
That's
kind of
right.
looks like her.
Yeah,
Yeah, she looks good as her.
very Wednesday like.
Very, very, very Wednesday like. Christina Ricci's coming back.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She's Morticia, which I can see. Luis Guzman, we'll see.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah,
That's what weirds
it's
me out.
like now it's cool to see the full cast now.
Yeah. Who's
When does this
I was
air?
gonna say, when does that air?
It says 2022.
Damn. We're cutting it close.
We are cutting it close. It has to be. I don't see a date, but it says 2022. I'm assuming
Halloweenish.
Halloween.
Probably, right?
Yeah. And
Makes
it's
the
Tim
most
Burton,
sense.
isn't it?
I thought so.
I'm still hopeful. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so moving on. I'm still down to see. I still think a rated R Scooby Doo movie would be dope.
I don't know. Fuck with that, yeah, for sure.
And now I gotta hit you with some bad news.
Oh, what the fuck?
Did you see the latest trailer for Andor?
No.
Looks amazing.
Okay.
Makes it look like movie set to in this world. Looks great.
Yep. But
it's been delayed a month before it releases.
when was this supposed to release?
It was supposed to release, I want to say this month.
Yeah, I thought it was close, right?
It was close. Andor.
I thought it was like next week or in the next week or two,
It was supposed
right?
to be. It was supposed to be, and I think what they're doing is because it's Disney. Now it's set to premiere September 21st.
Okay.
And I'm thinking because it's Disney, the reason why they set it back was to give more opportunity for people to watch She-Hulk. Because She-Hulk we get soon, like within the next week.
They didn't want them to cross over, but I feel like they've done that before. Haven't they aired?
I'm
like,
sure they have, but there was
Mando
so
and
much
some
bullshit
bullshit,
going on with She-Hulk
they really
that
want
they
to
wanted
focus.
to
I thought they
make
would
sure.
do the different days, like She-Hulk's Wednesday and Andor's Friday, or
No, man.
Try and
They're
separate
pretty
that
religious
bullshit.
with everything dropping on a Wednesday.
damn.
But
Which I'm not
if
mad
you
at.
if you had to choose one or the other, I mean, any devoted Marvel person is going, Marvel fan is going to watch this either way.
Word.
Is it on anyone's? Here's my question.
Yeah.
do you think She-Hulk will do better or worse than Miss Marvel? As far as reception goes.
I think it'll do better.
You think so?
I do.
Mainly because Bruce Banner is
Yes,
in there.
that's exactly what I was thinking, because we're going to get some Bruce Banner, there's going to be some
And
Mark
now
Ruffalo,
Daredevil.
and there's going to be Daredevil in there, yeah. And those are all established characters that we know and love, where Miss Marvel was sort of starting fresh
Nothing was
to,
concrete.
right, it was all on its own merit. It's writing, it's directing, it's acting. Like, it's not relying on the cameos of people that we already love. Right. So, like, I think that gives She-Hulk a leg up. IMO.
Yeah. I get that. I agree.
But even She-Hulk, like, even with all that, you know, Daredevil and shit and everything that's going to be in the Mark Ruffalo, like, I'm still, like, I feel as excited for it as I did Ms. Marvel, like, when it, but it was just like,
I'm going to watch it.
Or like, I waited weeks for you guys to pretty much tell me, yo, this is tight.
Yeah,
you need to watch this. Like,
Yeah.
I used y'all as my test market, basically.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, this is fire, watch it. And I did, and I was not disappointed that I did.
I'm at the point where, and Wong is in
and
it.
I just saw
Wong is in it. Fucking.
Yeah. Okay. I'm probably a little more excited.
An Abomination. Like, there's a lot of shit. There's just so much shit.
A lot of references back to the cameos that we were talking about, how those people that we know, those established folks, are kind of what are carrying this phase and these shows on their back, right?
Yeah. We have a lot of cameos.
So much. I mean, take out every cameo from the last two phases, and what the fuck do we have? We ain't got shit, bro. We got DCEU.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck we got.
Nada.
Anybody say that now, nada, like you say that now, nada.
You right there, pimp.
Come on with it.
Come on with it. Oh, man. But Daredevil is the biggest draw there.
Daredevil is the biggest draw. And, like, she was talking up, whoever the chick is, I don't know who the main chick is, but, like, she was talking up the Charlie Cox. She's like,
I'm sure.
In so many words, she's like, this is going to fuck, dude. Like, he's such a good actor. Like, it seems like more than a, hey, pop in for a fucking catch of a brick and you're out.
I'm looking at IMDb right now. And you know how it lists how many episodes people
How many episodes we got Charlie Cox in?
I don't know if it's true because everyone is listed. Oh, no, one person. Okay, all right. 9 episodes.
9 episodes.
That Charlie Cox is in.
9 episodes. So this is Daredevil
Tim Roth,
season 4 is
Tim
what
Roth,
you're saying.
Mark Ruffalo.
Tim Roth is the same character from the Hulk?
Yeah, he was Abomination.
That's right.
In the Hulk.
That's right.
Yes.
Fuck. I forgot. That was so, bro. That was like
was a long time
2007,
ago.
dog.
It was a
I
long
just
time ago.
graduated college and shit.
Yeah. And Wong. All of them.
And Wong,
says 9 episodes.
9
are in. And 9
So-
not only that, but 9 episodes are 3 episodes more than we've gotten in a lot of these
Any
fucking
of these
shows.
Yeah. Do we have episode lengths or no? Probably not till they drop.
Probably not. No.
Okay. That's okay.
And you know,
We still got 9 of them, so I don't give a
got
fuck.
9 episodes. But Charlie Cox in 9 episodes?
Damn.
Right. Yo.
I think they were underplaying they were downplaying the Charlie Cox in this. Like, they're like, yeah, he might pop in for
I
a
mean,
scene
it
or two.
could very much just
9
be
episodes.
IMDb.
Watch, he's in like the opening credits or something. There's a picture of
and
Charlie
probably, like,
Cox,
once
and they're
or
like,
twice. But it makes sense. It makes sense that he's there because she's a lawyer.
right, and he's a
And
lawyer.
he's a lawyer. You know, and
he's a superhero, and she's a superhero. Like,
yeah.
it's
Well,
lining
you know,
up.
Charlie Cox could just be coming up as the lawyer, couple episodes, and then
He's like, oh, by
at
the way,
some point,
I'm Daredevil.
At some point, they cross paths and realize that they are both.
Could a She-Hulk fuck up a Daredevil? Could a Hulk fuck up a Daredevil? Like, is that even a good fight? Does he have a chance? I mean, Daredevil's tough, bro. Don't get me
Daredevil is
wrong.
tough.
He fucks, but like, the Hulk is a beast, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Thor barely got him. Ragnarok.
I don't know anything about She-Hulk.
I don't either.
And
I don't know her powers.
Hulk, his biggest thing was he was just a beast. He was just smashing shit up. No rhyme or reason. Now he's more intelligent. And the downside to She-Hulk is that she comes in as, being a Hulk with a brain.
Right.
Whereas, which is good, but it's the brain that generally stops you from achieving like
Hulk
crazy
type stuff.
crazy shit like that. Yeah, like him in Endgame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because it's so degrading. Shit like that is what makes you stop being that savage. So I don't know. I think he could take her. She's just mad strong. He's mad smart.
I hope they fight.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. But it'll be dope. It'll be dope.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got for Hollywood news. But what are you fucking with? I know you got something that you fucking with.
So actually, I'm fucking with two things, and I don't know if we've talked about one of the fucking withs is something that you put me at.
It's probably my fucking with.
Terminal. Is it Terminalist?
Yeah.
And we're both fucking with Terminalist. So I'll let you talk about Terminalist a little bit.
Yeah.
But I recently fucked with a documentary on Netflix, which is typically what I'm fucking with because it's very watchable.
Yep.
There was a documentary that Ash, my girlfriend, put me on, and it was called The Most Hated Man on the Internet.
Ooh, I did see that.
And that is, it's a dude that ran this site in the early 2010s called AnyOneUp.com, where you could post pictures of your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, any sort of, it was sort of a revenge porn type of site where, random people would get put up on this site. And it wasn't just that their pictures were getting put up there. There was links to their social media. So like their Facebook would get put up along with these pictures, their Twitter, any accounts that they had open, that would get posted up with these pictures. And you would think, it's all girls and their nudes, but like there was a lot of guys that their pictures were put up too. And like these people's lives were fucked up by this site run by this dude, Hunter Moore, I believe was his name, who literally, I know that it's called The Most Hated Man on the Internet, but this dude is the biggest scumbag you ever could imagine. Like if you were writing a douchebag for a movie, like this dude would top that. Whatever you wrote, this dude was the biggest scumbag. And it was pretty much the rise and fall of this site, this dude. But also there was, one of the girls, like the pretty much the overarching story of that doc was one of the girl who her pictures got put up. Her mom made it her personal crusade to take this dude down. And the dude at the time, like at his peak, I mean, we're talking millions and millions of dollars, his businesses, advertising. So like it was a big deal for like this random mom to like go after this dude. And like, it's only 3 episodes long.
Sure.
They're about 45 minutes per, but like I remembered the site. Like I remember seeing girls on there that I knew. And at the time it was like, oh shit. But like now it's just like, what the fuck was going on back then? Yeah. And he tried
early days of the internet, man.
Dude, like, and it really wasn't. It was like the mid days of the internet where like 4chan and they had this massive following. Like Hunter Moore, the douchebag, he had this massive following of people that were, getting his back and bullying people. And you meet a girl in this series called Butthole Girl. That is her name. Her name, she's referred to as Butthole Girl. She calls herself Butthole Girl. And this girl's story is pretty fucking crazy. And just in general, like it wasn't even on my radar. Ash was like, hey, let's check this out. I want to watch this. And I was like, okay, like she watches all my shit all the time. Yeah. Let's do it. And I was fucking into it. I was like, oh, let's just finish this tonight then. Let's just get this last episode in. But like it makes you feel shitty that this was happening, but at the same time,
because
like
it's so real.
Because it's so real.
Yeah.
And to watch this dude, rise and fall, and the people like Anonymous, like the hacker group, they jump in at one point and they see how big of a deal this was and like decide to help. and fucking fuck this dude up, dude. And it's so good. It was really easy and watchable. But what are you fucking with?
No, I gotta check that out. I've been seeing the little trailers for it, and I really gotta watch it because you've been telling me about that too lately. So I'm trying to ease my girl into watching that for sure. But yeah, you mentioned it, Terminal List. The Terminal List is on Amazon Prime, and it's starring Chris Pratt. I gave this a shot because I kept hearing some good things, you know, on different podcasts that I heard, and just like, you know, the trailer looked dope. It just looked like I fucked with the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt, also Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
it was good.
Good.
So I gave it a shot, and honestly, dude, the show is much better than I even anticipated that it was gonna be. Even though knowing like I fuck with Chris Pratt, he has this thing like people have their shit about Chris Pratt, but I fuck with him. I think he's a pretty decent actor. He's not like the greatest, but he's good at what he does.
Believable.
He's definitely
he doesn't
believable.
Take you out of it. Like whatever he's acting to be, it's believable, and you're like, okay, yep,
exactly,
I got you.
And in this one, he's a SEAL. And
SEAL commander too.
SEAL
Not
commander.
Even just like a SEAL.
He's a SEAL commander. And the premise is, you know, he goes overseas, and his entire team essentially dies, and he has one recollection of how things went, and they keep telling him it went an entirely different way. And the beauty in the show is that it has you questioning, like, what is real? Is he going insane? Like, is he legit crazy? Like, what's going on? Like, and you will ask yourself that shit multiple fucking times. Like, I don't know who to believe. I don't know if this is just bullshit, whatever. And then I don't want to give too much of the story. Right. But he comes home and he's dealing with that, and they're trying to tell him that he's wrong. Other shit happens, and he has to go full savage mode. And as he's going full savage mode in certain things, it's just like, yo, is he justified? Like, should I be rooting for him or should I not be rooting for him? Yeah. You know? But he and that right there alone was just drawn me in to the point where I'm like, yo, this is fucking dope. And you guys need to watch this shit. I finished it and I was just like, holy shit. Such a good fucking show.
We getting a season 2 of that, by the way? Is that have they said anything?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, I would imagine, like, I feel like that's probably done good. And it was on my radar, but like you pushed me really to watch it. You're like, yo, check this out.
Yeah.
And just based on the Tomorrow War and how I knew Prime gets down when it's time to get down. You know, I was like, fuck it, let's give it a shot. And every time I start watching something with my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, we'll watch this first episode. Yeah. You tell me if it's something you can get down with, or else it's a me show and you don't have to worry about it.
Sure.
And she was like, yeah, we're gonna keep watching this shit. Yeah. Like it was so good. It reminded me of Basic, kind of. Do you remember the movie Basic with Sam Jackson was in it? Travolta was in it. It was a military movie where everybody almost had like different recollections of the way this certain operation went down. And granted, it's not exactly the same, but like that feeling that I got from watching Basic where I was like, do I know what the fuck I just saw? Like, am I right? Like, my girlfriend wanted to go back after we finished the first episode. She's like, go back to this part because I need to rewatch that and see what the fuck happened. I was like, this is stupid. We know it. And like, we went back and I was like, oh shit. Like this was completely different than I remembered it. Like, so like when shows make you think like that, like question yourself, question your own logic and what you saw, like that's impressive. That's not easy to do. It was great. It was great. It is great. I have 2 more episodes to go. And I'm sad that I'm going to be done with it soon because we probably, if we're going to get a second season.
And the only thing I have off of that is the fact that it has 2022 dash, so it's a possibility.
2022.
But we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're going to get another season. I haven't heard anything about us getting another season and whatnot. But
Well, if we get our listeners to watch and show Prime that there's some watchers and viewers,
yeah, for sure.
we'll get a second season of the Terminal List.
Other than that, I'll throw out to The Old Man.
I have not started watching that, but I mean Jeff Bridges and
John Lithgow.
Lithgow, bro, two fucking veterans, bro, of their craft.
Rochester native,
John Lithgow.
So
fuck,
and it's very good. Same
FX,
thing.
right? So it's on Hulu?
Yes, so on Hulu, you can watch it on Hulu. And the entire season already aired, so you can just binge that.
Binge the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's how I do.
And it was good because I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
And you watched it? You finished it?
Yes. Yep. So very first episode, literally, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and then he murks a couple dudes, and you're just like, oh,
that's what I'm getting into.
That's what I'm getting
All right,
into.
let's do this. I know that feeling. That's how it was when I watched the first episode of The Terminal List. I was like, oh, okay, that's how this is about to go. Okay, Walk, I see you.
It's
I
some
see
shit.
you.
It's some shit. I'm a big fan of that.
And when I watch Snowfall, that's probably what's going to happen too. I don't want to let that slide.
No. He's letting that slide for years. I think I've been telling you about Snowfall for 2 years. But I'm definitely those are two that I was fucking with. But Terminal List, if you are listeners and you listen to what the fuck we are recommending right now, go watch the Terminal List. It is a good show.
It's tight.
Very
it's
good
super
show.
fucking tight, and it's gripping. And I wish that I had time to just take a weekend and just binge it all at one time, because it's one of those where like I wake up in the morning after having watched the episode before. I'm like, damn, that was crazy. I just went to bed after that shit. That's crazy.
It's not a and I'm fucking with per se, but I just started Evil on Paramount Plus.
What's that?
I
feel like it was like a horror
type
of. I remember seeing that and be like, this looks kind of scary.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Is that,
it's all right, but it's giving me vibes of like Supernatural.
Not good vibes. That's not the best vibes. No.
Supernatural is worse because Supernatural gave CW vibes.
Yeah.
This was like better directing, better stuff like that. But I just don't like shows that every week is a different subject and doesn't really link the story.
Oh, okay.
And then there's something that might link the story. And then, you get to the end and it kind of like there are little things that kind of piece together.
I feel like that only works with comedies. Like when you do the non-episodic episodes or something like a Seinfeld or a Friends or something.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, you might have your two-parters every now and then, but like for the most part, they're very separate stories. And with comedies, that's a lot easier to do.
I agree. But it has my girl every now and then fucking a little creeped out. It has me a little creeped out too,
Then it must be decent, bro.
No, I mean anything that has to do with like demons and like shit like that.
Vecna.
Yeah. Well, no, Vecna
was it scarier than Stranger Things season 4?
No, I didn't find Stranger Things scary. Maybe the first season was kind of on the scarier side.
This last one, I feel like it was kind of eerie.
It was definitely eerie.
The first two parts, like I remember feeling creeped out watching.
It was definitely
by myself.
eerie. It's definitely eerie.
Yeah.
But not like horror-esque. Like sometimes in these episodes, I find that, but it's because they'll have like the one girl, the one woman has like a shadow demon that comes into her bed every night and stuff, and he's doing some crazy shit. And he kind of reminds me of, remember the Insidious?
Oh,
When the one demon like comes out of the back of the that scene.
Yeah.
It
I
kind of
just saw
reminds
that
me of
picture
shit like
the other
that.
day where it was like that creep. Oh yeah, no, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. That's creepy as a
so
motherfucker.
it has like little moments of that.
That's
but
Patrick
then
Wilson, right? Behind Patrick Wilson. Oh
yeah.
No. No, it's just eerie as a motherfucker.
Oh man, that's a good time to end this episode.
All right, yeah. Now that I'm shook.
Do you have anything to add to this stellar conversation, my friend?
Nah, man.
Nah? So then you know what that means. Guys, if you've made it this far, we appreciate you because you fuck with us and we fuck with you.
Fucking with you.
So remember, since you enjoy this show and you made it to this point, please, if you feel like you have any friends or family that enjoy the show, also that would enjoy the show, also have them rate, review, subscribe to the podcast on their favorite app. Specifically, if you are on Apple Podcasts and you listen on Apple Podcasts, if you never rated us before, rate us on Apple Podcasts because we love to see it. If you watch us on YouTube and you prefer YouTube, awesome, great. Hit that subscribe button. Give us some comments. Tell us how much you fuck with the show. Tell us you love us. Tell us you fucking hate us.
Tell us to suck a dick.
Just subscribe. Dave probably will suck a dick if you
subscribe. If you subscribe, sure. You never know.
Sure. If you ask him
Let's get wild.
Also, if you wanted to cop some insensitive merch and stay fresh out and about, stay drippy with Drippy, go to insensitivemerch.com and cop some gear. You can't get that.
No, you can't get this. Don't go on there looking for this.
He doesn't want you to.
Nah. It's limited edition, cut.
Again, thank you so much for listening to the show. We love you. Peace.
Peace.